Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Reach Podcast Show with LeVar Ellis. First of all, I'd like to say we apologize. Y'all know how things can go. We've been getting the blues this morning, but here we are. We are ready to go, and we in the studio. You know, I appreciate my guest this morning, Miss Erica Bolden. We are going to introduce her and talk about her more here in just a little bit. But as I always do, I just want to start off by saying I appreciate you guys staying connected to the Reach Podcast. Appreciate all the support that I get from everybody that I'm involved with the show. And so nonetheless, of course, I have to start off with my show sponsors. None other than Miss Candace Joseph and the Joseph Consulting Firm. I appreciate all that you guys do for the show week in and week out. So salute and hats off to you guys. Of course, my family over at the World Youth Foundation. We appreciate you guys just standing behind me boldly and being in the whole nonprofit world for 30 years. You have paved the way for me and allowed me to become a part of that organization. So I definitely thank you guys. And then also one of my newer sponsors, Miss Kevia Jones over at the Executive Suite. We appreciate you for being a show sponsor as well. And you guys go and check out her website. She had an amazing Black Friday sale with all the products over there. So definitely appreciate you for being a show sponsor as well. But as we always talk about, we all know that we're dealing with COVID and we're just in an uproar, you know. It's just a complicated situation. We deal with it from week in to week out, every day, you know. So everybody, I just say it's been a time to reflect and a time to find your better self and a time to figure out what you can do better than you've been doing before and to be creative and all those things that we have all had to move in the way of doing. We also have a special moment that'll take place here in just a minute. But it involves the owner of the FLOA Studios. This is 2-year anniversary, actually today, of the FLOA Studios. You know, it's been a rocky road for them, and I appreciate them allowing my show to be part of this whole foundation that they're building over here. You know, and it's Black-owned business as well. So we'll holler at my girl COCO when she gets here, and when that break takes place, we just gonna jump into that too. You know what I'm saying? So you know, can't wait till she comes into the building this morning. The other thing is, you know, I appreciate all the prayers and all the concerns everybody has shown me and my family with the passing. And when I tell you death has been knocking on our door just a little bit too much here as lately, you know, that's just kind of what it's been. And I've been in a space to where, you know, with all the things that happen, I just try to keep it moving. Not that I'm not focused on it. If I've been ignoring anybody or anything like that, you know, just charge it to my head and not my heart. But it's been a lot going on. We just lost a uncle again yesterday. So like I said, it's just be mindful of your family, you know, be mindful of the people that are involved in your inner circle. And then even those folks that you may from time to time not even think about calling, man, just pick up the phone and call, because it makes the world of a difference. And salute to all the organizations and all the individuals and all the people that have donated to the Giving Tuesday. I hope everybody had an amazing Giving Tuesday, and the donations and the gestures that were made toward your organization or your business were very, very useful. And please be mindful of doing the things that we need to do with those funds. And, you know, we just have to keep pushing forward in those efforts. But it's so much I can talk about, and we're limited on time. So I just want to jump into my guest here right now, Miss Erica Bolden. So introduce yourself and tell the people, you know, a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. And again, we apologize for technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Y'all know how it is. But I'm Erica Bolden, founder of It's Okay to Say Yes, which is a nonprofit organization. We're set out to help those in need, families, veterans, homeless, those who I tease and I say, my family that have been on extended vacations.
Right.
You know, my brothers and sisters know what that means when they're coming back. We just want to help those transition back into life in any way possible, you know, whether it's a meal, whether it's a job, whether it's clothing. It's okay to say yes is definitely wanting to be a resource in our community. Somewhere, if I don't have it, I want to connect you with who may have it. You know, I might not, I can't save everybody, and I do understand that. But what I definitely want to do is be a resource, be a help to those who are less fortunate.
It makes a huge
difference.
Someone,
you know, Just a little bit about my name, because a lot of times people are kind of like, it's okay to say yes. What's that?
Yeah, what's that about?
What's that about? You know, it's like, it's okay to say yes. What do you mean?
Right.
Well, it's okay because sometimes when you realize that it's okay that I made a mistake, it's okay that I did some things that might not have been the best. It's okay I made wrong choices.
Mm-hmm.
When you can admit to it, when you realize that, you know what, that's the past.
Right.
Now I'm going to keep going, or I'm going to pick myself up, or I'm going to say yes to the new,
right.
yes to the better, yes to myself. Because a lot of times we down our own self so much, we don't even need the outside. But when you realize that you can say, okay, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm going to do better. Say yes to the new. Say yes to new beginnings. Say yes to that new day. Did I wake up this morning? Yes, I did. So, okay, you know what? I got a better chance. I'm going to do something different.
Yeah.
It's okay. Once you realize that you don't let nobody hold you to the past or hold you to your mistakes. It's okay. I did that and you own up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can say yes to better. Now you can move on.
Yeah.
So
and create your own space.
I had to learn that. And it really came from me. I had to be okay with Erica. I had to be okay that I'm different. Sometimes we're not okay with ourselves.
Right.
We hold ourselves, our feet to the fire more so than other people.
Yeah.
You know, they running their mouths or whatever, but you also that, you know, convicting your own self a lot of times. Man, I did that. When you learn that you are okay.
You are enough.
You're enough.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm enough for what he called me for. I'm enough. I am who he says I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can pick yourself up and start moving into that actual plan.
Right.
Because you can't do the things that you really want to do or that plan that he has for your life because you ain't never admitted or you ain't never been okay with your own self. When you get okay with your own self, now we can start moving. Let's find the job.
You're preaching to people this morning.
Let's find a job. Let's
Yeah.
find the way or whatever it is you need.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find the next meal. And sometimes it's just that day to day.
Right.
I need a meal today.
Right.
Okay, where I'm gonna get this meal from?
Right.
It's the little things because a lot of times, you know, the homeless or the less fortunate, a lot of us is one paycheck. While we looking down, while we talking about, we one paycheck away.
Yeah. Yep.
We one paycheck
and
away.
It's a lot of people that don't really recognize that as well, you know. And when I tell you God will spank you, so to speak, he'll show you what's up, you know, and it'll put you in a place to where all you can do is totally depend on him.
Yeah.
You know, and that's definitely something that people need to realize a little bit more. You know, I've had to be taught that in my time, you know, just trying to do things your own way is not the best way to go. So, you know, you got to be mindful of those things and you have to recognize that your source is the man up above, you know, and it's a lot of people don't really pay attention to that. So, you know, I can
learn.
Yeah. And learn.
And patient.
Yep.
Every other mistakes, they okay. They was meant. Yeah. Some of the mistakes was meant. Some of the mistakes
we
needed.
Yeah.
Look, some of the mistakes we needed. Sit down somewhere.
Absolutely.
You're doing the most, as our people say. You know,
Absolutely.
You're doing the most. But some of that was needed because you can learn. If you can learn from the mistakes, that's how you get better with saying it's okay.
Yeah.
When you learn from it, okay.
Yep.
I learned from that. And then you pass that knowledge on. You don't hold on to it.
Don't hold on to it. That's the other thing that a lot of people like to do. They like to hold what they have, man. You get blessed a lot more, you know, in this world that we're in now. Collaboration is the way to go. So, you know, you have to recognize, one, you can't do everything by yourself. Right. And two, you shouldn't even want to. You know, you shouldn't even want to try to hog the lane, as they say. But just give everybody the opportunity to input because you can't do everything by yourself. There's no way you can do that. So.
And there's so much work out here to be done.
Exactly.
Everybody who's worried about everybody else's lane or what you doing. I don't care if it's 101 nonprofits trying to take care of the homeless.
Right.
That means we're going to get the homeless. Now we finna get these veterans.
Right.
Now we finna get these families, these young people as well, because it's not just about it's levels to that, you know, like they say, it's levels to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are not necessarily on the street, but they still homeless.
Right.
Some of them are not necessarily homeless, but they still have issues. So it's levels to this. Everybody can help everybody. can share. Everybody can collaborate, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody start understanding it's not a competition about who gets there first,
right?
Let's get there.
So this is what I want to let the people know. How did you start this? What made you have the vision for it? What led you to start the It's Okay to Say Yes? I know you spoke on it briefly, but more in depth, what was something you were going through or just something you was led to, God laid it on your heart? What would the story be in regards to that?
So the story started actually in some self-help for myself.
Okay.
And I was looking to be a help.
Okay.
And one of the ways, because of my faith, because of my beliefs, one of the ways that I wanted to help was Christian counseling. And so, yes, I am a certified Christian counselor.
So that too, yeah.
And in what you think you're going to help somebody else, you realize you need help. You realize you the one with the issue. You came here talking about, I'm gonna be help Christian counselor. I'm gonna help somebody. Girl, you need help yourself. Sit down somewhere.
Right.
This class for you, Missy Pooh.
Right.
I had to understand that class was for me.
Okay.
And in that class, birth, It's Okay to Say Yes.
Wow.
One night, class was not class. Class was all about Erica. My God, I can't even believe I'm sharing this. Okay, so I had a wonderful, wonderful professor, Dr. Rhonda Sneed, and she allowed you to be you in there. And she forced you to be you. She forced you a lot of times to look at you and see some things.
Go a little deeper.
And you don't want to look at you a lot of times. You realize you like to have somebody in the mirror talking about, hey, I'm cute. But sit there and look at that mirror and don't move your eyes for about 5 minutes and see what you really start seeing. And one particular night, I just kept hearing in my head, it's okay. It's okay that you different. It's okay that you didn't have. It's okay that you was on the street before you was homeless before yourself. It's okay that you was that 17-year-old married and had a kid trying to go to high school and be pregnant and all that. It's okay. And I kept hearing that it was okay. It was okay. And in my mess is where I learned that it was okay.
Right.
And then that birthed me wanting to let other people know that it's okay for them as well.
Yeah.
It's okay that you might be out here homeless. You ain't got to stay here. You ain't got to stay there. That's what let me know that people needed to know it's okay to get down and out. And because I already have a servitude heart or a servant spirit, that's just me. I'm the type that go to your house and I don't know, I can't even help myself. I find myself doing it. Now that I realize what I do, I kind of catch myself. But I'm the one, when you go to the house and you see everybody in the kitchen or you see somebody, it's just second nature for me. Oh, what y'all doing? You need some help.
Yeah.
Oh, what you doing? You need some help. I learned that was my gift. I've been to a lot of classes and I started learning more about Erica. So I learned that my gift was to help. I always want to help. So I help. Yeah. And someone asked me, the teacher asked me, she asked everybody, what do you think your gift was? What do you think your gift is that can help you and be a servant and your gift will make room for you? And I didn't understand that. I'm like, I don't do nothing. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I got to offer, yeah.
And then I learned my gift is helping. And my gift is I talk. I don't meet strangers. I don't mind talking to nobody. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing? I don't mind talking to anybody. That's my gift. So with me always wanting to help, God said, help those who can't help themselves. Speak for those who don't have a voice. You talk to anybody.
Right.
I can't shut you up to talk to you myself sometimes.
Right.
So when I learned that was my gift and that's what I wanted to do, my gift is to help others.
Okay.
No matter if they're homeless, no matter if they're a veteran, no matter if it's a young lady that don't know, because my first idea was my young sisters, because I came from being a young teenage mom and you know, I was married, but I still dealt with a lot in that marriage, trying to go to school. Right. A lot of people, let me tell you something, 17, married, had a kid, and trying to wake up, go to school. Let me see, first period, I ain't never seen me. I mean, I did good. My senior year to get to school.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
At second period.
Yes, ma'am.
But that developed that all that was development. That's why I say when you learn to be okay with the things you went through, everything you go through is not for you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be helping somebody.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be giving back.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, if nothing else, sit down and talk to a young lady and let them know. And that's where my first thought was to get to my young ladies. Because sometimes y'all know, we see them going for an interview wrong. Where you going?
Where you going?
Job interview. In what? I thought you were going to the club. We need to teach them. You know, I'm making jokes and making light of it for better, choice of words, but really that's where the heart came from.
Right.
Wanting to help.
Right.
And then so it was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's help in all ways and help in all fashions, because that's your gift. Give me a room, give me an opportunity, and I'm going to use it to speak to somebody about somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speak about who needs what. Speak to them, and if you'll listen, and if I can bend your ear just 5 minutes to let you know, look, be a help me help somebody.
And those moments that they're gonna remember most. That's the thing. And I'm just sitting over here blown away, because that's exactly how Dad Chronicles started.
Wow.
That's exactly how this Reach podcast show started. That's exactly why the Reach podcast has the name it has, to reach people. And when I say that, it's because you got your story. Everybody got their story, right?
Yeah.
So with the whole Dad Chronicles thing, and Mika tell you, and shout out to everybody that's been chiming in.
Yes,
Mika, comments and all that.
Love you, everybody.
Yeah. And the whole thing is that it was self-therapy for me, being one of those individuals who didn't have their dad around and didn't leave the impact that I would want him to leave. And so it's actually helped me to change my view on that as well, because we can't keep blaming people. You can't keep, not that I'm blaming them, but it's just like, woe is me type of deal, it's what everybody has. So, it's helped me to develop a mind frame of like, okay, well, even though you've had opportunities to tell me your story, you still haven't. So I still forgive you. You got a place and all that stuff. And so it allows me to move to a space of like, hey man, let's this is what's wrong with the young man out here. And then it just turned into what it's turned in right now. And it's important for people to recognize that it's okay to say yes, and I could have turned my nose up to it and like, God, why you pulling on me? Mika will tell you, she helped me with the whole process of it. Our young man, who was my first little individual, doing one-on-one interventions, and you just never know where God is going to lead you to. So I just want to say hats off to you for being mindful and paying attention and just developing what you've developed, because that's a powerful story on how it started. I didn't even realize. And then we just really met, and we met in a community service effort, shout out to Mika.
Community
with
Mika unity.
Exactly. That's our whole little group. And, I remember, I don't know if it's been about 1.5 years, we talked about community unity a while back on one of her shows. And then just to see where it's grown to right now, that's even amazing in itself. But, when you doing stuff in purpose and you actually have a reason why you're doing it, it makes it much more powerful. So I just wanted to make sure that people understood that there's a real reason behind it. And I'm learning today because we get to know each other a little bit better. So, hats off to you on that. But, so about the organization, I've done a little research and read up and all of this and all that. What would you say your main focus is, and what are some of the other things that, you're looking to work on or looking to do, even if you haven't started, so that way people can hear it and, people blow your phone up, or hit you on the inbox. I'm connecting you with a few people right now.
I'm praying and I'm hoping that y'all will. Yeah. So just to kind of let y'all know, I'm trying to be fancy like LeVar. Y'all, he got these double screens in here. Like, I'll use my phone, so I'm trying to be fancy like him, y'all. But just to, one of the programs I have right now that is near and dear to my heart is my shower trailer.
Yes, man.
So on Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, I finally posted a picture and what my dreams are, or one of my dreams is my shower trailer. I am one of those people that is
Now hold on. What is a shower trailer? Explain that. You gotta let people understand, what is a shower trailer. Now remember, it's okay to say yes. deal with homeless and the veterans.
Yes.
Now, what is a shower trailer?
A shower trailer. Now, my shower trailer is called the Dignity Mobile.
Okay.
And in the name of Jesus, we're going to have several Dignity Mobiles.
Okay.
A shower trailer is exactly what it says. We will come on site in certain areas. I am hoping to be able to maybe collaborate with different companies or churches or even shelters that would allow us to say, come on your property, pull up,
like they say, pull up.
Pull up. Come on now.
Yeah.
Pull up and offer showers to the unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
A shower gives you dignity.
That's what I was just
People
about to say.
fail to realize. A lot of people want to look at, why do y'all go get a job? Who going somewhere and ain't even wash their face?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about the other parts. Mm-hmm. Y'all feel better when you get up and go take a shower. What makes you think
you look
somebody
good, you feel
there
good.
It is.
Yeah.
You look good, you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I've learned since I've been out, I go out every Monday with some other ministries, Keep Moving Ministries, Dr. Evie. And I get a chance to talk to them, and I get a chance to see what they feel and see what they need, because a lot of times we think we know what they need.
Mm-hmm.
But until you're in that actual situation, you don't know what nobody really needs,
right.
you know?
Right.
So that gives me the opportunity to see what they really need. Good morning, baby girl. That's my daughter, y'all.
Okay. Hey, baby girl.
And we get to see from their perspective what's needed.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought of this before even talking to them. So as I kept talking to them and trying to figure out, I learned that there's certain areas that have showers available for the homeless, but they cut it off at 14 a day. One particular person told me you have to be in line almost at 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning just to be one of those 14 people. Now, mind y'all know it's way more than 14 people in this one vicinity that I'm talking about. It is is more than 14 people in that one area. And just to get a chance at a shower, you have to be there like at 4 a.m. And they don't open until 6.
Right.
Now, a lot of people don't know one of the reasons why the homeless don't move as much, because when they have accumulated their things, if they move, 2 things can happen. Other people can come steal it, and a lot of times the city comes and clean up. Mm-hmm. And what all your little possessions that you have, means everything. You might not mean nothing to Joe Blow that's coming to clean the street, but they throw it in a dumpster. Mm-hmm. So they can't really move if they have gathered, their blankets or whatever their needs are, the possessions that they have. So I want to be able to bring that trailer around, get water. Hot water is going to be hot water. The trailers are still suited for hot water.
Now, you ain't giving them the penitentiary baths, cold water and stuff?
I ain't giving them no pen. We're not doing the pen style. My people done already had enough of that.
Exactly.
You talk about my stay vacation people, when they come back, everybody don't have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And so some of them are out there too.
Yeah.
And they need, they want to get a job. They want to come back. But a lot of times people don't understand it's just the little things such as a shower. That's why, shout out to Desiree Knowles. He gave me the, I just forgot the name.
It's okay. It's okay.
The mobile, our Dignity
Mobile. Okay, I thought
Dignity
you were talking about, yeah.
Because it gives a person a little dignity to be able to take a shower and put on some clothes and or just a fresh set of clothes. So I'm looking for that person that would definitely like to partner with me in bringing this to existence. Yes, we have a trailer, but y'all know funds rule the nation with everything. Yeah. So as little as people fail to realize, as little as soaps, as little as towels, as little as disinfectants and cleaning, because of course we have to clean up each person. You have to think about all of that, the COVID situation. So we're gonna have to go in and clean each stall after each person. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna take cleaner, it's gonna take washing, yes, power washing. Yes, it's going to take like I said, the soap, the shampoos,
COVID cleaning people.
Yeah. Exactly, to make sure that I'm doing right by the people, as well as hey, they might want to shave. Shaving kits would be nice. Just a couple of big razors to the men or whatever, the ladies, and just all the toiletries you can kind of think of that you use at home to go take your shower. That would be needed for our shower trailer, and that's my dream. That's one of them that's the main program. That's
now, amazing.
The feeding
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. You're getting so many amazing comments. We're gonna have to go back to that part.
Okay.
They coming in like so. For everybody that's watching, we're gonna address some of the comments, but I just want Ms. Bolden to be able to speak her vision and talk about the program all together. And of course, y'all can inbox. I'm sure you don't mind them inboxing you on Facebook.
Please.
Y'all can definitely do that. But I will come back to the comments, and I appreciate all the comments that we're getting.
Yes,
but and I'm putting them on the screen too. So yes, the Dignity Mobile, the shower trailer, and I know you were moving into the next things that you're working on.
We will also continue feeding. I would like to set up one of my programs will be, sometime, like I was telling you, they're not always homeless.
Right.
So you might have families in need as well. So I want my program to set up feedings for families, as well as we will continue with the streets.
Okay.
We want to offer job training or job searches.
Yes.
Definitely be a link for that. Continually working with our work source, because a lot of people think work source, well, if they can get the information to us and I can get it to the people, that's one link.
I'll say this too. We've talked about it, but I'm gonna say it live here on camera. Also, is that if you can shake free tomorrow, remember I told you about the Joy of Giving program that I'm pretty much overseeing and running for the World Youth Foundation. And shout out to Miss Karen and Miss Renice and even Mika Diamond. We're all executives with that organization, and we have a ongoing food pantry type of giveaway that we do. And so I'll get you set up with that. And you gave the amazing idea about trying to get the truck. So anybody's listening that can get us hooked up with like the U-Haul type of trucks or stuff like that would be a great deal. But I just want to put it out there now so we can remember on tomorrow. Let's try to get together and that'll be just more food that you can use and you can serve, and then you'll get a chance to meet Miss Lily. So if she's watching, that was something I wanted to circle back to. So we'll definitely do that for tomorrow. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And our veterans, we cannot forget our veterans. They have did so much for us, offering their services. That's their lives. And it's not just them, it's their families also. And we have a lot of homeless or displaced veterans. So I definitely want to be a help to our veterans, helping them with their services, getting them connected to different social workers and things of that nature that could possibly help them in whatever needs. If it's homeless or whatever capacity they need, right? Like medical, you fail to realize how much people need medical. And I'm always looking to collaborate with others because, like I said, I want to be a great resource. So if you have a transition home, I would love to just at least have your information. So when I find someone that needs that, look, go over here to this transition home. They may have, or I can call you and say, hey, I have a person. Do you need help? You can't do it all. And I'm not trying to do it all, but I want to be a great resource. I want to be the resource that says, hey, if she can't get it herself, she will definitely.
Are the resource. You got to speak it. You are the resource.
Thank you.
I'm working
on that. Y'all see, you done got me all the way together.
Absolutely.
But yes, definitely, I am the resource to say, hey, okay, I have these young men over here. I already know I got Dad Chronicles. Dad Chronicles.
And it's funny because
these young men.
It's a couple people listen to me. We all. It's easier for me to tell you that and then to turn around and obey it with with ourselves and understand it. But it's just a work in progress. And as long as you have that faith and that understanding, everything gonna be all right.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm gonna be a resource. And that's, like I said, our shower truck, definitely our feeding, and definitely helping those with jobs. Because just to give y'all a little testimony, Lord, I'm putting myself out there again. I can't take it. So the vision came October of 2019.
Okay. So
really a little ahead of that, maybe around my birthday in July or whatever. After I did a women's conference for young ladies, it was called Let's Get Real Bags.
Okay.
Because our young people are always talking about bags. And I wanted to explain to them what getting a real bag looks like. Basically getting a real bag is not just this money, because if you get a real bag and you get the bag the wrong way, it got holes in it, you ain't gonna prosper. You ain't gonna keep it. You ain't gonna know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So it was Let's Get Real Bags.
Yeah.
moving on forward, I was like, you know what? I think I'm okay.
And that's
nonprofit everything.
Let me say something real quick. I saw my mom watching earlier, and that was a lesson she used to teach me and my homeboys back in the day. You know, with like they call it getting the bag now.
Yeah.
We used to call it I got the hookup.
Yeah.
Mom used to always say it ain't a hookup, it's a F up. You know.
Exactly.
I used to laugh.
Yes.
We, you know, we wouldn't pay attention to that. You know, you messing up. You know, if you're not doing it the right way, you know, it's an F up. You know, we running around. So I got the hookup. I got, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's back in the days, running
chasing
around,
these bags
chasing the bags. And
what you chasing
be careful about chasing that bag. It's okay to go get it, but be careful about chasing it. Because when you got to chase it, then that's when you ain't getting it right. You know, the bags come to you, you know, and you're doing the right service and the right things. It's going to come. Yeah, yeah.
As we know, as us church kids know, God tells us prosperity, hey, it follows us.
Absolutely.
He'll bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Money coming, do the right thing.
Already.
Do the right thing. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that concept, then came after getting a bag, I was like, okay, they need to get a little bit more than this.
Mm-hmm.
Here come it's okay to say yes.
Okay.
Then in October, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Start doing it. October 31st, here's your pink slip, man. We done lost our contract. We ain't got nothing. God, this not funny.
Right.
I was like, this ain't funny. I'm trying to start an organization to help people get jobs, because that was the thing. It was like, well, I want to help them get back on their feet, get a job, get a meal, get somewhere to, you know, get homeless.
He had to make you understand.
I said, Jesus, you can't teach your sister a lesson no better than you know. Why I got?
He had to put you in that
place.
And again, now I didn't lose my job. I walked away from it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I had it all together. Everything was mapped out.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. You know, and I it's like, I don't even have it all the way together yet, you know, but I had things lined up. I was going to be good.
Yeah.
You know, it was supposed to be so when I tell you I understand.
Okay.
You know, we got to keep moving though.
Yes. Yeah. And then that's what happened. I was like, how you going to tell somebody about getting a job? How you going to tell somebody to go read? You ain't have to look for a job about 12, 13 years. You don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, God, but you ain't have to. Wait.
You didn't have to do it like this.
You ain't have to do it like this. I
so it's real now. It's real. It's real.
It's real.
Yes.
Like I can tell them, y'all, I know.
I understand.
You still filling out these applications. Ain't nobody answered you. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Oh, and I have some I have some power behind saying,
absolutely.
Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be all right. It hit different when it hit you. That's all I'm saying. And he had to take me through that. And truth be told, y'all, I'm still living it.
Yeah.
To say, because COVID made it even more difficult.
Yeah.
But to say, hey, you want to help them, but you need to know where they're coming from. Mm-hmm. You need to understand. So when you start helping people look for jobs and you want to put these, and I was having it together. I had got my little contacts. I'm about to throw my own job now. Yeah. They was like, yeah, we'll come to your job now. Yeah, we can't even get in the same building now.
This for you, girl. You need to be in that job. You need to be there, yeah.
I need that job.
He had to show you. You need that job. But listen, it's real. You know, man, same thing, two different stories though.
Right.
Same thing. I understand, baby. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's life. Mm-hmm. And out of that, I'm learning. I'm still learning. It just made me want to help more. Don't get me wrong. I have my days.
Right.
I have my days where I'm attacked and I have to start saying it's okay though.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
That okay means so much to me, y'all. Yeah. I know it's my bill slogan to somebody else, but I'm here to tell you.
That's a mantra.
I have to encourage myself and say it's okay.
It's a mantra.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, there's days that your mind will play tricks on you, or I will say the enemy will tell you, you trying to help somebody, you can't help yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You out here giving some food away. You ain't got none in your own house. What you gonna eat?
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Yeah.
So people always
go feed
them
people and see how much come your way.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
Come on. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Yeah. If you just stick to the plan that he has for your life and just keep believing and saying it's okay. He got me. It's okay. Yeah. He got me. And you might have to repeat it a bunch of times. Because you sitting on that couch by yourself, looking around like this here. I'm telling you, you better learn to encourage yourself.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, might have to cry sometimes. Them tears come.
Yeah.
Them tears come.
I'm gonna adopt that.
Them
it's
tears
okay.
come.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, but it's okay. I promise y'all, if y'all just keep pushing. I have to tell myself daily, keep pushing, Erica. Keep pushing, Erica. Keep pushing, Erica. I had somebody tell me one time, not too long ago, you the most working, no job having person staying busy doing something I ever seen. I ain't got nobody's job.
Yeah.
I say, you ain't have to do me like
now,
that.
Look, before we get too far into the show, you're a part of the series that I'm running, and you ain't got to change nothing up because we already speaking on it. But I got to let it be known. Please, is the I'm fed up. I'm fed up. They don't understand, and so everything we talking about goes right along with that. Yes. And so that's the part that I have to make sure. And I'm thinking I put it up there, so people already see it on the caption. But I'm fed up. They don't understand. But with everything that you've said, what is something beyond what you've already said that you can actually speak to and say, man, I'm tired, I'm fed up, people don't understand? Is there anything else, or would you just like to keep elaborating? What's another thing that you want to talk about? Then I want to get into some of the comments, just to address some of these things that I've seen popped up. And, I'm trying to work it, y'all. Y'all, they in it today. So, they in it today. But yeah, so I'm tired. I'm fed up. They don't understand. What does that mean to you, and how does that relate? It
relates a few ways for me. I'm definitely fed up with our society thinking that we can outcast those who don't have as much, or those who they feel like not important, or that they just don't see all the time. I'm fed up with that. Like I told you earlier, a lot of things that happen in your life or happen for you is not for you.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with you being so consumed with yourself.
Right.
You ain't come here to just be all about you.
Right.
I'm fed up with that attitude. Let's give back. And everybody want to talk about our political issues and everything. If you really truly fed up, fight back against that, because that idiocracy will continue to divide us.
Yeah.
So understand, it's not about just you. Let's start looking at your neighbor, giving back in any kind of way that you can. I'm fed up with people just acting like that's how they ended up their life. You don't know what mental state caused some of these people to fall by the wayside, or fall on hard times. There's all type of issues. I'm fed up with us just looking at people and just thinking we know. You don't know everybody's story. You don't know everybody's mental condition. That's why we need to collaborate, like you said earlier. And I'm fed up with that part too.
Hold on. Something else can hit you. Go ahead on.
We don't want to collaborate because we too busy worried about who gonna get first, who gonna get all the spotlight, who gonna get all the shine.
Yeah.
Man, I got a cousin coming with an idea. I love her little saying. I'm not gonna put it out there. That's her thing. But her little saying makes you think like, yeah, that's what it's about. It's all about the mission, not you.
Yeah.
Not you.
And I'm gonna say this at this point, because it's just placed on me to do this. So for anybody that's watching, and especially for you, Erica, I have something that I was introduced to yesterday, which is a form of collaborating while actually receiving for your organization or your business. And the way it's set up, it's still collaborating, and everybody that can get with you with their QR codes and all of this stuff and have a major fundraising type of deal. So I'm saying this now. If you're interested and you want to collaborate on helping yourself, but also helping me, and when I say that, that's exactly what it is. Help yourself to help me, and just hit me on my inbox. Just send me a message. Say, hey, what were you talking about? And we'll talk about it, because of course I can't cover all that right now. But it is definitely something that needs to be spread around, man. And shout out to my man Gerald Smiley on that. We talked on the phone for a little bit yesterday. But that collaboration. I'm sorry, I just had to go and say that in that moment, because I'm getting old. I've been forgotten.
Don't pay no attention.
Yeah.
But definitely, it's that type of mindset that keeps us with that stagnant, no growth, like the old folks used to say, the crab in a bucket syndrome, because we're so worried about who's up. It's so much the Bible tells us. The work is plenty, the workers are few. It's so much for us all to do. Everybody can have a nonprofit trying to help somebody. Guess what? It's only going to make it better.
Right.
If we have 10, 20, 30 people with shower trucks, that means we hit more area, more days. And that means a shower truck can be everywhere, every day of the week, at least giving people some dignity.
Right.
It's not about just you. I'm fed up with our attitude of life. I'm fed up with our system looking down and so busy trying to push them off. I mean, just here, I feel like when we have big events here in Houston, they really get pushed aside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They really get
That's
pushed
when they make
aside.
them get moving. And
yeah, they got to move and hurry up,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, move where?
Right.
Move where?
Right. And one of the things I'm fed up with on that part is the city and just the whole world acting like they don't have the money to do nothing. But yet, as soon as there's a pandemic, you got billions of dollars being rolled out. You know, I mean, it's a pandemic every day, you know, with a situation like this. There's homeless people everywhere. That's a pandemic, you know, but, you know, and this whole self-imposed deal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all over the world. You know, that's a whole nother subject, but that's one of the things I'm fed up with, acting like, you know, they don't have the resources to make a better place for these individuals that are, and I understand there's other parameters that go with it, but just even the small shelters that they could build that don't cost much or nothing, you know, they can do all that, but you know, that's a whole nother thing.
Share the information when you get something, you know, share it. There's so much, I don't know, I'm new to the whole thing, y'all. Yeah. To be honest with you, I am really new. My organization has only been in existence a year as of last month.
Salute to you. Salute to you.
So this has been my year of getting my feet wet and learning and boots to the ground, as I like to call it. Yeah. Actually being out there and doing your research. But in the midst of that, I've learned that there's so much, I don't know, I don't mess with this one and I don't do that one, and I don't want to promote their stuff because they don't promote my stuff. I love everybody because I'm commanded to love everybody. Now I might not like everybody, but I have enough common sense to say, you know what, I still need to work with this person,
right,
to get to the greater good. This is business. This is not, I'm not going home sleep with none of y'all, none of that. You ain't waking up eating none of my breakfast. So all that don't matter. Let's get to the purpose, the people. Yeah. To the purpose of making the community better.
Absolutely, man. And that, man,
especially
of course you keep talking. So I'm just going through the comments. See, so shout out to Saturn, man. I'm not sure if she's still on here. She said you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's absolutely the truth.
Right. Y'all heard that?
One of my coaches he said he made a shirt out of "It's Okay" already. He does a lot of shirts. He said that was already one of the shirts he made. There was something that I saw. So Makiba, what's up, sister? Makiba, she said St. John's Church Bread of Life, Rudy Ramus had been one of the leaders providing of showers and food for the homeless, yet the city changed some of the things that restricted those services and called for a modification and adaptability. Yeah, that's crazy. She had another comment. It was something I saw. I may have to. Then Tracy, what's up, Tracy? She says, you never know what someone has dealt with in their life, and a little help for anyone can go a very, very, very long way. That is absolutely the truth.
Exactly.
And this is the one. Makiba says, many of us don't understand it's not the it's the under, that we are heavily impacted and need soft and hard assistance in vital areas of our life like you're providing. So she's basically saying that it's very important, the type of services you're providing for these people.
Thank you, sis.
There was one other one I didn't see it, so y'all excuse me if I'm not getting to the comment. And then
it's kind of hard, y'all. I be running my mouth.
Yeah,
I told y'all,
it's all good. You keep going.
And
then previously she said it's because some of us have become conditioned by leadership to turn a blind eye to the less fortunate, and that is absolutely true. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, now that is so true, and it's not only by it's not only by the government, it's sometimes by your household. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know it was always them kids around the corner or something. Your mama told you, don't go there, don't play with them. the dirty cell, they ain't in the chair, they ain't never took a bath. So you get those kind of thoughts growing up. Oh, these I don't mess with. These kind of people I don't talk to. These kind of people, stay back. So we develop those things as we get older, and then now we condition.
Right.
We can they didn't do right in their life. They had the same opportunity.
That's why that happened.
And you like that, and don't come over here. Don't touch me.
Yeah. You know, we too good for it.
We too good, but don't touch me.
Absolutely. And that is crazy. So the missions that you're on, of course, what I'm tired of is people don't understand that running a nonprofit, because there's some things I'm doing, and even in myself, I'll be like, man, I'm always asking for help. Well, that's what we're supposed to do as a nonprofit. You're supposed to keep giving back. And I'm also tired of people thinking that you ask too much, you know, but a nonprofit, you operate off donations. That's what it's for. You know, you're giving to the liquor store, you're giving to this, that, and the other. And so if people are serving a purpose such as you're doing, such as I'm doing, helping with the minds of the youth, like, you should be willing to give to us as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that I think that mindset has to be changed as well. I don't know how you feel in regards to that, but I feel like people should understand that we're asking because we're, one, supposed to ask. Two, that's what it takes. And then we can't do it by ourselves. So it's okay to say yes to help us out.
It's okay to say yes to helping somebody out. Because in return, you're helping too. You're helping the community. You're helping like you say, Dad's Chronicles, you're helping a young person. You want the world, you keep talking about change. Well, who are you gonna start with? If you don't start with the youth, and if you don't start pitching in, like, it's ridiculous. Y'all don't have any trouble with giving to a lot of people. And I'm not talking about our kids, but a lot of people, Salvation Army, United Way, Houston Homeless Coalition, just because it got the name. It's not the name all the time, you know. And then you turn around and complain, because I remember, I want to say it was Katrina or Harvey, and a lot of people complain, well, where did all that money go that they had so much? Right. But y'all were giving, and now y'all want to know where it was. And you have these smaller nonprofits that's right here that you can keep local tabs on. You can go to God's Star and keep local tabs on us. Absolutely. Our business is out there right there for you. You ain't got to go through no red tape to say what
I'm trying to get past that bronze level and the silver level up in there. You know? So yeah, absolutely. Right, exactly. You know, and that's some real spit, the whole God Star deal. You know, they hold us accountable, you know, and you have to fill in your information. There's certain things you have to do, and if you haven't done it, you're not going to get, you know, pushed up the ladder. And that's definitely very important. And I was just revisiting that yesterday on my God Star account. So that's another thing, you know, get on the God Star, you know, hold people accountable and see what they're doing, you know, and check out, I've been having to scroll, so people have your website. So definitely want everybody to go to www.okaysayyes.org. You know, when I first started looking, I was looking at .com, it wasn't coming. I'm like, what? So, you know, that's why I hit you on that. But www.okaysayes.org is definitely a site you want to visit, and, you know, check out everything she has going on. So I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe we need to start you a fundraiser for the shower truck. That's gonna be amazing. I wanna see and help you in that whole effort.
Well, they can definitely donate. You can donate by going to the website, as he said, or you can look me up on Givelify, which is Okay Say Yes again. And PayPal is okaysayes. .org. Everything is okaysayes.org. So you can definitely give that way, but definitely go by the website, check it out. Leave comments, anything that you want to know or might want to see on my website. It's new, so I am open to suggestions, because like I said, it is new. So again, Givelify, PayPal, any of those, I would definitely appreciate helping us make our dreams come true with our Dignity Mobile. It's gonna happen now. You know, I trust, I believe. He gave me that vision. It's definitely gonna happen. And with you all help, it can happen even faster. Absolutely. So spread the word that we want to give a little dignity back to those who are less fortunate on the streets. If you know of any sponsors, any donors, or any corporate level, or anybody that would like to partner, please send the information out. I'm trying to bring dignity back to those who might just need a little bit to feel better. A shower a day might help them be able to feel better about going get a job, going looking for housing or going doing just anything, because you guys know how you feel when you take a shower, or y'all know us ladies, oh, let me just have my bubble bath and my glass and some candles. And you might can't have all that, but at least y'all understand what I'm saying about feeling better when you're
get
clean.
out and say, I'm so fresh and so clean.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's the most important part of it, you know, is that absolute result at the end. So other thing I want to talk about with you was I saw that you had some radio stuff going on. What's your let people know about that, because you was out there Mika Day, you was doing your thing. We talked a little bit, but just want the people to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Tell us about the whole deal.
So with Erica, y'all know my
what's up?
Hi.
What's
we
going
got
on?
business in the building, y'all.
Miss Coco got a hair done. Hold on. You have to come over here for us, Coco.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting prepared for the day.
Absolutely. So give us just a minute. She's about to finish up something. Miss Erica, go ahead and tell us what's
I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit. He putting me on the spot, y'all. So it's Erica B from LNN, which is Legal News Network. I also do a little hosting. We'll be having my own show, starting my own show from 11 to 12. Erica B, all about the community. My show is also called It's Okay to Say Yes, because I want to put a spotlight on nonprofits. I want to put a spotlight on community work. I want to put a spotlight on anybody that's doing things in the community, how we can help those in the community, how we can help the nonprofits, how we can keep going. So that's basically what my platform will be about, is community and nonprofits and who all needs help and how
we ain't never met, Erica. We doing all summer. How we ain't never met? But look, how perfect transition. Perfect transition, because I'm gonna just say I already know I got a spot, so you know y'all look for me on that. But no,
y'all know you do.
This young lady sitting next to you, my girl Coco. She is the owner, facilitator of this lovely organization. I mean, this lovely business right here, and we're gonna let her talk all about it. But I want everybody to know today is the 2-year anniversary of this whole deal she got going on. I'm gonna have to treat it like I treated when I went to the Black Store. Shout out to those guys. We're gonna do a walkthrough when I get done. We're gonna go back live. We're gonna do a little walkthrough, and we'll let you narrate that if you can still have the opportunity to be here. But go ahead, Coco. Talk to the people, man. This is my girl right here.
Yes, I'm Coco Sullivan. I am the founder and owner of FLOA Studios. So FLOA is an acronym for the
Hold on, do me a favor. Move the like bend it back that way.
This way?
Yeah, because I want to see your face. The camera over here. It's over here.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, so FLOA is an acronym for the love of artistry. So that stands for, FLOA stands for the love of artistry. So the way we say it, we're for the artist, by the artist. We go with the flow. And so to be in existence now for 2 years, it's surreal because time just flies. Like time goes by so fast, and it feels like yesterday I was just writing the idea down, you know? Wow. So it's really a blessing to be able to see this in fruition, see it manifest, and it's like, okay, all the people who have benefited from this place from some form or fashion, that's all I've ever wanted to see. It's deeper than me. It's deeper than, oh, you're owner. It's like, no, this is for the greater good, and it's for people to be able to come in and create and network and meet other people who are like-minded and are driven and have the same goals in mind. Okay. So
somebody's asking right now, if you don't mind saying the address of where we're located.
Yes. So we're located at 4450 Southwest Side, Suite 100A, Houston, Texas 77087. So we're in a business park. It's called the Wayside Business Center, and then you just look for Suite 100, and we're 100A, and we're right here.
One more time with the address.
4450 Southwest Side, Suite 100A, Houston, Texas 77087.
Now, I hope you got that, Jason. So appreciate it. So Candace asked her to sing, but I'll leave that up to you. You know, I was gonna ask you to play some drums. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
tonight I will be performing. We're actually having our 2-year anniversary concert tonight. So it's pretty much myself as well as a host of other artists who are paying tribute to the 2 years today. So we'll have a live band tonight. Of course, there'll be drinks, there'll be hookah, food for those interested. So that's at the Library Coffee and Wine House, who is also very responsible for helping this place manifest to what it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And where's the show at again?
The Library Coffee and Wine House. So that's located at 2712 Scott Street. So they're right in the heart of Third Ward.
Absolutely.
So right across from, pretty much adjacent from U of H.
Okay, okay. So I know you putting it together. You got your hat.
Yeah, I'm right now.
Oh man.
And, I'm getting my makeup done after this, and because I graduate tomorrow as well. So
absolutely.
This is a thank you.
Come on, this is all about you. Tell us about the graduation.
It's a 2-in-1 affair. So I graduate with my master's tomorrow. In arts leadership.
Run past that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's talk about you got to give us some substance now, Coco.
Yeah.
So, I came to you after y'all started, obviously.
Right.
Shout out to Candace again on that, man.
Absolutely.
Then you went through a period where the building burnt down. I didn't even know it at the time. And, you had to go through that. So let's talk about that just a little bit. Just that little period of time and actually being at the point where you graduated with your master's.
Right. So that's a testimony for me because so I went to Texas Southern University. I graduated with a bachelor's in music, minor in business. And around that time is when this idea, I knew it was for me. I was like, okay, flow, I got it. I'm going to continue to build on it. So I knew I wanted to be a studio. I knew I wanted to be serving to more than one need. And I had that in mind. Cool. Graduated. I got out with my degree and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Everything seemed to not be coming together. Typical post-grad life where you're like, okay, where's my next move? Yeah. And I was getting really agitated. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something. And I joined the Army. So I'm a part of the Army Reserve still.
See what I'm talking about, Eric?
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about, Eric? Veteran right here.
Cool. I had to my Army folks out there. I'm currently a part of the Army Reserves and, went to basic training, went to AIT. I came back later that year. And then I was like, okay, I want to get my master's done. And then this is when I brought Flow Studios to life. So around this time, it was like December 2018. Mm-hmm. We did our first show. And then from there, I did in the spring semester, so 2019, I started my classes. Okay, fast forward, we get to the studio, finally bring that to life. Then the fire happens. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Lord, okay, because at the time, we're only there for like 3 months. So we didn't even get the ball really rolling yet. And I get a call, fire happened at the building. I was like, God, okay. Crazy part is, majority of the businesses in there were affected or destroyed. Right. We were the only business still standing. Equipment was still in place.
Come on, God.
No.
Only do it.
Okay. The most damage we had was water damage from them hosing down to get in. Other than that, the equipment was still in place. So I said, all right, God, I'm going to take that as if it's not done. It's not over. Yeah. And so I said, all right, we're going to get everything out. So we moved everything out quickly. We started scouting for new locations, and that's how we got here.
Bigger and better.
Which is ultimately
bigger and better.
Absolutely. So our last location was smaller, and we're twice the size here, which is beautiful. And now I'm graduating with my master's in arts leadership from University of Kentucky. Hence the blue. I'm pretty much in spirit right now. Blue and white, go Wildcats. And I'm just blessed to have gone through all of this, especially in a year such as this one, and still be standing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm blessed. That's the best way I can put it. Absolutely. I'm blessed beyond measure.
Yeah. And so, I know you've been busy, man. And I just want to say salute to you for having a space like this to where I can continue doing what I'm doing. Absolutely. And I'm down with you. I already know that. So
yes, and he's shown consistent love. So keyword on the consistent. So we appreciate that. Yeah. It's one thing to show love, and it's one thing to be consistent about.
Absolutely.
Right. So absolutely. That is greatly apprecited for him and his brand. So
I appreciate that. Sure. So the transition I was saying is when your show gets started, we definitely got to have our sister on there. It just never know. And then not sure how the veteran thing, because some things are on our mind, you know what I'm saying, really strong, but the veterans and the homeless is something that's definitely strong on your mind. Y'all might be able to collaborate in some kind of way, I don't know, or us all, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, and for those who came in at the end, you were speaking, and I know how people operate. They're like, man, that was rude. He just cut Erica off. It ain't even about that, man. This was all planned. This is all good. And we all understand, but it's a situation to where we all recognize our purposes. That's the main thing. Everybody in this room has something that was given to them, and they're flowing. Yeah. No pun intended. We're flowing in that whole vibe. Yes. We're flowing in that vibe, and it's just a great thing. And we're gonna have our ups and downs. We're gonna have our inconsistencies. We're gonna have, we're gonna have times where we miss the mark. But as long as we get back to that mark, you know, and I know, man,
it's
like I'm talking about all the deaths and stuff like that.
It's
It's some marks I've missed, but I promise you, keep flowing with me. It's gonna get handled, you know. But it's just so important, everything that's happening in space, and I'm just kind of choked up in the moment right now, you know, just to be amongst you ladies and to realize the things that y'all are doing, man. Just hats off to y'all, because this COVID time frame, man, it's different, you know, very different. But so COCO, you know, just to get a little bit more of your input, the series that I'm running is called "I'm Fed Up, They Don't Understand." You know, and so she talked about dealing with the veterans and all these different things that she's dealing with in her arena, I would call it, the things that she was fed up with. Is there anything that jumps out to you that you're fed up with and people don't understand and that you would like to address in that fashion?
Yes, this might be a little bit deep.
That's okay. That's why I named it like that.
But people that throw sexual abuse under the rug. As a person who's going through sexual abuse, as a person who is around people who've been sexually abused, oftentimes people don't understand it. And because they didn't see it or they weren't there, they instantly just erase it.
Wow.
Right.
They basically like, okay, what you're saying is my news because I did not
experience.
You know what I mean? I didn't experience it.
Yeah.
Or they try to question if what you're saying is true. And it just gets really sticky. Now don't get me wrong, there are people out there who do falsely accuse people, and I understand that. I'm not knocking that at all.
Right.
But those who really do go through that, it's like we just want someone to be able to relate or to understand, or to make us understand or help us feel like we're not alone.
Right.
Because it gets difficult sharing that piece of you, sharing that story, letting alone opening up to people, because it creates a barrier of where you don't trust people, you're paranoid, because typically sexual abuse is from someone that you know, that you love, or that you're close to, who is supposed to protect you, and then they turn, you know, and you would have never thought something like that would happen.
Right.
So it causes a lot of trauma and a lot of puts you in a really tough mental state.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would say that in alignment with mental health, because ultimately it goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. I mean, that's amazing. And, you know, again, for those who probably wondering, like, man, why he ain't never had on the show? You know, your work schedule has premieres. We've tried thousands of times.
I took off today. I'm not going to work.
But the whole thing is we're going to have to figure out a way to get that to happen, because I've been wanting to have you part of the show for the longest. And, you know, we understand the whole schedule thing. But that's a show that I've been looking to do, you know what I'm saying? And also adding another element to it. But I wouldn't say that I'm somebody who dismissed it, but it's like, you're right. Like, people don't really understand it when people are talking about it and understand how it affects them. Not saying that I'm like that. It's just they want you to just get over it. You know, just you're okay. You know, and so not that you're over it, because I feel like that's something you're never totally over.
No,
but
totally over.
Just for the people who are listening right now, what are some tidbits you give them as far as like how to handle it after it happens, or how do you work through it? What advice do you have for that?
Basically understanding that everyone has their own process. Like, I know for me, when I did disclose information, like you said, a lot of people were kind of like, okay, we need to do it this way. You need to grieve this way or heal this way. And I'm like, you can't tell me how to heal, because one, you probably, especially those who haven't experienced it, it's like you don't even understand, like what comes with this. And so I would just say it's a matter of being patient, a matter of really just allowing the person room to say, hey, I don't know what you're going through. I probably don't even understand how you feel, but know that whatever works for you, I'm going to support you anyhow.
Right.
Unless it's just something destructive that you're like, okay, hey, you need help. Like, you know, like maybe it's something like drugs, or, you know, something that's just like really out of the ordinary. But if it's just, you know, this person needs a moment, or they're distant, or, you know, things like that, just let them do what they need to do to get through that. It's a tough period. And even though for me that was childhood, even in my adulthood, it's caused a lot of issues. With relationships, with friendships, with your relationship with God, because it makes you think, okay,
can't be a God.
It puts you in that. I've been in that state of mind consistently. Like, okay, how is there a God if I was put through this?
Right.
And you have to bring yourself back in, because you're like, okay, now I'm going off the deep end. I know that something mentally is not clicking right now.
Yeah.
And
that's a lot of people don't have the strength to recognize that. You know, so that becomes a whole nother problem. Yeah.
That too. And me being just a person that was really raised in the church and understanding the importance of Christ, that's only reason why I can identify that.
Right.
But you're right. Some people, when they get there, ain't no coming back. At least not anytime soon.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much my word of advice, is just allowing the person to go through their stages they need to, because healing is not linear.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight. For some, you can get over it in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. For some, it takes 20.
Yeah.
So just allow people to cope the way they need to.
Yeah. And so one of our listeners, Miss Eureka Johnson, shout out to her. She said, you should practice love, LUV. Listen, understand, and validate.
Love that.
Wow.
And
listen,
not
understand and validate.
Listen, understand, and validate. And I definitely like that. Which leads me to a question, and we'll get off of this. But I sat through a trauma class, you know, for my nonprofit. You know, it was to help us deal with certain things and all this, and it was trauma from all angles. You know, getting shot up. You know, just any type of trauma you can imagine. And so, sexual abuse was one of them. And when you talk about not telling people how to deal with it, one of the questions or one of the things from the professionals that was online is said that you should always believe somebody first if they tell you they've been sexually abused, right? And so then they went a little bit deeper into it. But if, let's say, for example, it's somebody that's been dealing with a lot, you know, and then they lie about certain things and this and that. Would you agree that when it comes to the sexual abuse accusations, that you should always believe first and then go from there? Just treat them like it happened. That was one of the things that she said. Would you agree with that statement?
And that's why I mentioned earlier, it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Because I've actually been in a situation where I had someone I knew, they made a false accusation on this gentleman. And me being someone that's going through it, of course, I jump on it because I've been there. So I'm like, oh no. Yeah. And so usually my first thing is to believe.
Okay. And look, we'll leave it like that. We won't get you in trouble with the listeners.
That's because I've been there.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm like, it's kind of biased, I guess, in my sense, because it's like, I've been through it. When I hear it instantly, okay, what happened? What do we need to do? How can we get you? You know what I mean? So it's kind of a tricky question.
Right. And I think, because by being in that class, there's so much more that went with that, and the way they set it up. And I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't always believe. But the whole premise for me and the way I look at it now is that, just believe first and then work through it, you know. And I think that's how we should approach everything, you know. Just go ahead in first, and then just be mindful of everything that comes behind it, you know. So, man, I didn't even know that, Coco. So that's just news.
I don't talk about it.
I appreciate your bravery. You know, I've just seen you as this loud, just a confident person. She talks loud all the time. It's just like, but it's cool though. You know, she commands attention, commands authority. You know, just and it's nothing but respect and love from you know for you in that respect. But when you had the grand opening here, she was just like, you know, just moving and grooving. So what I like to say is, Candace wanted you to sing. You know, I'm gonna. We can either let you sing now. We'll let you sing now, or you know, I'm gonna do this walkthrough. You can sing while you on the drums. You know, it's up to you because we're gonna do the walkthrough. You know, matter of fact, let's save it. Can you do it on the drums? Can you?
No,
it's probably too loud.
I can, but it's
gonna be too loud. Yeah. So go on, bless us with something. First, before I do that, because we're gonna get off of here. I want to say I thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for all the comments and just the input. And Miss Erica, we're gonna have to do another show. Coco, we're gonna have to figure out a show. And you know, I look forward to collaborating with you. And we got somewhere I would like for you to go with me too, if you have time after the show.
Gotcha.
But shout out to my boys over at the Black Store. If y'all are watching, we'll be heading over there in just a little bit. But this has been an amazing show, man. We're fed up. That people don't understand, but it's all about don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. So it's all about solutions. It's all about making things come a little bit better. So this is not to have a show to where we're down and we're out. It's to let people understand and come back with how we can help and how we can do some things better. So that's what this show is all about, man.
All about uplifting.
Absolutely uplifting. Shout out to you. Oh, I have to say, as far as my organization, Dad Chronicles, we have launched a toy drive. just go to my website, go to my Facebook page, get all the information. We have 2 drop-off locations, actually a third. Miss Candace coming on board. The Black Store, I'm hoping they're going to get on board. So I'm going to just say you'll be able to drop stuff off there too. You know, now until the 22nd. We're going to have a public giveaway for the less fortunate on the 23rd. We have to pick the location that we're going to have that at. And then also we're feeding 12 families for the holidays. So with all of that, if you have any type of contribution, whether it be food, non-perishable items, I'll be putting the menu up that we want to provide because we want to just keep it consistent and provide all the families with the same thing. And most importantly, if you can't donate anything, if you know of a family, because we're at 6 families right now. So if you know of a family that could benefit from just simply having a Christmas dinner, just inbox me and let me know. So again, man, it's the Reach Podcast Show where reach beyond the ears of the listeners. And shout out to my 2 partners, Miss Tawana Lewis over at the Diamond Fit Nutrition Club and my man Lewis Brown over at Mo Better Boxing. We appreciate you guys, and we're about to be blessed by the sounds of none other than Miss COCO Sullivan.
Let's go.
Any requests?
Candace, I hope you looking. Yes, somebody, she said, any requests. Candace, what's your request? If you watch it, maybe she here. If you hear Candace, walk in. I'm not sure if she's here or not.
Do you have requests? Is our guest?
Oh, you know, I'm a
R&B
Mary fan.
preferably.
I'm a Mary fan, so
Mary J. Blige?
yeah,
Okay.
anything by Mary, I'm a Mary fan.
Time on my hands
Ooh.
since you've been away, boy. But I can't go. Oh, shoot. No. And the sound of the rain against my window pane is slowly driving me insane. Boy, I'm going down. I'm going down. 'Cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world's upside down.
Hold on, Coco. Hold on, man. Yeah.
Trying to save it for the night.
Absolutely. Look, the comments for to be cut off. They going live right now. So, man, again, ladies, I appreciate y'all being here today. It's been an amazing show. So, I appreciate all the listeners. Absolutely. So, we're going to do the walk around real quick.
Go for it.
All right, so y'all stay tuned. There'll be another live popping up here in just a minute. If y'all want to see a walkthrough of FLOA Studios and what she has going on here, stay tuned. Stay right here on this channel. We'll be back live in just a second.
Thank you all.